Timberwolves get the 5-point win in Brooklyn over the Nets to move to 40-40. We're going to stay in the 9 seed solidly for today. And this is about as much natural excitement as I got from that win. Damage had kind of already been done on not being Doka with the rest of this season and having an optimistic outlook with our horrific loss last game to Portland. So I'm in the Hawaiian shirt since it already feels like this season's been sent to Cancun. So although the Wolves pick up a win that could help their positioning in the play-in tournament, it's hard to care much, especially in a game that was really ugly and showed a lot of the flaws we've seen all year from this Wolves team, and they just really cannot get things figured out offensively with this unit. Although the first quarter, they looked pretty solid. They were really trying to punish matchups, which led to a lot of Gobert buckets near the rim and Cat getting some hooks as well, and a lot of dishes from Cat to Gobert, just taking advantage of the huge size advantage they have. That action was pretty productive in the first quarter. Cat would actually have 4 assists in that quarter, although he would only end with 5 for the game, as the Wolves started to just kind of leak away from that. Also, the other matchup they went after at the end of that quarter was Ant while he was being guarded by Curry, so it was really kind of matchup dependent. And then the rest of that game offensively just dissipated into just random muck. Wolves would lead by 7 at the end of the first quarter, then would have a lot of stagnant stretches through the rest of the game. Brooklyn's offense was by no means impressive. However, in transition, they dominated the Wolves, which was one of the biggest problems early on in the season when we actually got to see Cat and Gobert playing together. And we're certainly seeing that problem here at the end. The Nets would have a 23-6 advantage in fast break points over the Wolves. It was just tough to watch. Also tough to watch has been bench players not named Kyle Anderson in the stretch of these last couple games. We're getting nothing from them. We've been missing the 2 strongest bench scoring presences of Naz Reid and Jalen Noel, and it's seriously been showing. Jaden and Conley would give us some good offensive contributions tonight, though, that we really needed. Conley especially had a lot of good right-handed floaters and some clutch threes. And it's been nice seeing his offensive game starting to mold and look more to what we were expecting from when he first started out with the Wolves. Anthony Edwards wouldn't have a very efficient night, which he hasn't had for a while now, it feels like. But he and Cat would have a lot of tough hits to close out that game that kind of got us the win. And the Wolves actually came out on the favorable end of a fair amount of calls from the Sucks towards the end of the game, who were pretty bad in general, but as the game closed out, they actually got some advantages out of it. No matter what, NBA officiating will leave you shaking your head. Just 2 regular season games remaining for the Timberwolves. The next one is Coda Day against the Spurs in San Antonio. And then they have a back-to-back at home against the Pelicans. Game 82 will probably be extremely important seeding-wise for like the entire Western Conference because the Pelicans are just above us. Also, the last 2 games of the season are Primlo games, so that's also another bizarre thing. Okay, I'm going to try to enjoy the last couple games because we're going to go a long stretch without the Timberwolves soon, but they haven't been making that a very easy thing to do lately. Whew, peace out.